Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. There's going to be a lot in this video. We're going to talk about 4 bills. 1 is not good. 3 are, well, 2 of them are okay, good. 1's really good and getting challenged. And there's a lot going in here, so please pay attention. If you're not a member of the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It's free. Just hit the button down below. And if you get anything out of this, hit the like button and share the video. I'm going to try to do this in one take. And we're going to start out with an update on a video I dropped yesterday. Now, yesterday I told you that Congressman Mike Cloud dropped a bill with 44 co-sponsors looking to force the ATF to delete the records that it has compiled a backdoor gun registry. And look, time out. I know that this bill and the one I'm going to talk about next aren't needed because it's already illegal for them to do this. Which is why I want you to tell me down below if you think these bills are good. You think they'll go anywhere? I don't know. Do they add more teeth? I don't know. Let's get into it. This is the actual bill that I didn't have yesterday, and then I'm going to tell you about another bill that was dropped yesterday as well from another congressman about the same issue. It's almost like they weren't talking, and they're a little bit different, but I want you to be aware of both of them. This is Congressman Cloud's here on the screen. Again, the bill is the No Retaining Every Gun in a System That Restricts Your Rights Act, or the No Registry Act. We'll go right to page 2. It says, in general, within 90 days after the date of the enactment of this act, the Director of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives shall destroy all firearms transaction records delivered to the Attorney General pursuant to Section 923G4 of Title 18 U.S.C. And then the last part is they have to report to Congress. The Director of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives shall submit to the Congress a written report that specifies the number of firearms transaction records destroyed pursuant to Section 2A. Okay, now I heard from a lot of folks, both sides of the coin. Yes, it's good. No, we don't need it. They don't listen to the law. What's going to make this any different? And guys, I'm right there with you. It's frustrating for me too. I am just bringing you the news. I'm just letting you know what's going on. Well, another congressman, Paul Gosar, submitted another bill, very similar. Here it is on the screen. This one is called the No Gun Lists Act of 2022. We'll jump to page 2. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives shall immediately eliminate the Enterprise Content Management Imaging Repository System and shall not establish or maintain any system or database which contains information similar to the information in that system. A person aggrieved by a violation of Section 2 may bring an action against the United States in any federal district court for damages and injunctive relief. The court shall award a plaintiff prevailing in the action such relief as the court deems appropriate, including reasonable attorney's fees. The United States, all agencies and instrumentalities thereof, and all individuals, firms, corporations, other persons acting for the United States, and with the authorization and consent of the United States, shall not be immune from suit in federal or state court by any person, including any governmental or non-governmental entity, for any violation of Section 2. So Gosar's bill, which I kind of like a little more, forces the ATF to get rid of the digital records and to stop them from making digital copies in the future. It also opens them up to lawsuits by anybody, and it can include damages as well as attorney's fees. I think that's good. I would like to see any way we could to sue the ATF out of existence. Yes, I know they have unlimited amounts of money and it's just our taxpayer money. I get it. No matter what I say on this issue, I usually get something from both aisles, and I get it, guys and gals. But let me know what you think down below. Is this a good way to fight back? Is this a good way to hold people accountable? And do you think it will even pass? Now, I will say that GOA backs both of these bills. And they believe it's a good thing to have these bills placed forward by these congressmen and women. But I want to see what you think. All right, that's 2 of the 4. The third one here is a bill that most of us love, and that's the Missouri SAPA law, the Second Amendment Preservation Act, HB 85, passed into law last year. But it has the Biden administration pulling whatever's left of their dementia-filled hair follicles out. And they launched a suit, I told you about 10 days ago, that the Biden administration is actually suing Missouri to try to get rid of this law because it is preventing the federal government law enforcement officials from using state and local law enforcement to carry out their devious plans. That's the way it works, guys and gals. I've said it in numerous videos. Federal law enforcement, they're not big enough to do all of the things that they want to, and it makes sense for them to try to get the people who are already on the ground, the boots on the ground, and get them to do it. And this law prevents that, and carries a monetization attached to it where you can sue for like $50,000 in damages if your rights are violated after the passing of this law, specifically your Second Amendment rights. Now, two quick quotes. The Principal Deputy Assistant Attorney General, Brian M. Boynton, who's the head of the Justice Department's Civil Division, said that a state cannot simply declare federal laws invalid. This act makes enforcement of federal firearms laws difficult and strains the important law enforcement partnerships that help keep violent criminals off the street. And the rebuttal from Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmidt said, after their disastrous arguments in the Missouri Supreme Court last week, the Biden Department of Justice has now filed yet another partisan lawsuit that seeks to attack Missourians' Second Amendment rights. Now, Schmidt always says that make no mistake, the law is on our side on this, and it is now going to the United States Supreme Court to sort this mess out. So our eyes will be on the court to see what they say, because all the states who are either passed a Second Amendment Preservation or Protection Act or have them in consideration, this is directly going to affect them. So all eyes on the big court, and if they take this case up or not, or if they kick it back and say to the Biden administration, sorry, we're done with you violating our Second Amendment rights. I don't know which way it'll go. Let me know what you think down below. Here's the fourth one. I told you there's a lot going on, guys and gals, and this doesn't even take into consideration all of the constitutional carry craziness that's happening. I've done updates on those, so check back, refresh, look at the videos I put up. I put out 4 yesterday, like 4 the day before. But for this one, we're going to talk about the Violence Against Women Act. If you remember, they brought it up again. It's in the Senate right now. The House has already passed it. The House had a ton of gun control in it, red flag laws and stuff like that. And GOA did a great job of fighting, and now certain parts have been removed. However, the ones on the screen remain. Now, this section is under the portion of the bill that says law enforcement tools to enhance public safety. Section 1101 incorporates the bipartisan NICS Denial Notification Act, which requires the Attorney General to issue a notice to state, local, or tribal law enforcement and prosecutors if an individual has attempted to purchase a firearm and has been denied pursuant to the National Instant Criminal Background Check System. Reports are required to be made to the relevant parties within 24 hours and must include the date and time of the notice, the location where the purchaser attempted to obtain the firearm, and the identity of the person. The Attorney General is required to notify the relevant parties if it is determined that the person was not prohibited from obtaining a firearm. Section 1102 requires the Attorney General to provide an annual report to Congress regarding statistics related to the number of denials pursuant to this title and other related information. And 1103 requires the Attorney General to appoint prosecutors and attorneys within the federal government to serve as special assistant U.S. attorneys who are tasked with helping prosecute individuals who violate the prohibition in 18 U.S.C. 922 G, 8, and 9. What does that say in normal people speak? If you are denied a firearms purchase under the NICS system, which is proven to be wrong 90% of the time, 90% of the time they have false denials, well, the Attorney General is going to force the states to investigate you if you find yourself in that boat. Now, you're going to be the subject of a criminal investigation because you did nothing wrong. And again, this is the federal government forcing the peons, the local and state, to do their bidding because they don't have enough people to do all these crazy things that they just want to keep denying us our freedoms with. So this is not needed, okay? Their system is wrong more often than not. Their system needs to be addressed because their errors shouldn't make you into a spot or back you in a corner where you need to defend yourself. You need to prove your innocence because their system sucks so bad that they're going to make you the subject of a criminal investigation. Does that sound like it follows any of our rights that protect us from the government intrusion? Not to me. Now, they can't get this bill passed, even though there have been some Republicans who have said, yes, we will agree to this. It's bipartisan approval they have in the Senate, but it's not quite enough yet to get past the filibuster. Remember, they need 60. So what are they going to do? Well, Chuck Schumer is going to put it into an omnibus budget bill with all kinds of COVID relief money, so you know that's going to pass. No issues, right? Everybody wants that $3 bill. So they're going to put it into a budget bill to ensure that it passes, to force this through, because they can't do it through Congress the regular way. Why? Because it violates our rights. Now that is quite a 4-pack. Let me know what you think down below. And I really, really want your input on these bills. The two that hold the ATF accountable, one actually allows you to sue them related to this backdoor registry that they have. Thank you to GOA and to Congressman Cloud for getting that information out of them. 1 billion records. The third one, Missouri SAPA, going to go to the Supreme Court. And then this one, the Violence Against Women Act, VAWA, to see if they can just force it through an omnibus bill because they can't get it done the normal way because it's unconstitutional. Let me know what you guys and gals think. This is crazy times we live in. Till we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe, because that's what it's all about. It has nothing to do with deer in Kevlar vests. Take care.